having sexual fantasies okay if you're not looking at porn?
I think that one's an easy answer, and that's no, it's not okay. Where's my biblical precedence? Which everything that we say, we want to start with the Word of God, and then digress into our own opinions and thoughts about it. And so if we're starting with the Word of God, Jesus in Matthew chapter 5, maybe it's in Matthew chapter 6 by the time he starts addressing this, he says, you've heard it said, you shouldn't have sex with someone who's not your wife, or sex with another person's wife, or something along that line. He said, but I say to you, even if you look at a woman lustfully, you've committed adultery with her in your heart. Mm-hmm. And so fantasies definitely fall into that category of lusting and having lust in your heart. The other thing that is worth mentioning, and for some we might be like, okay, no duh, but it also, and I forgot, let me just review the question. It is sexual fantasies. I was just making sure they weren't having other fantasies. Like, I just fantasize me and this guy going horseback riding, or like, that's my favorite thing to do.
Totally.
Which I have a completely different podcast on people who love horses.
No, you don't.
No, I'm joking. Especially because Kathy Valentin is such a horse,
aficionado. She loves horses.
Wow. She loves horses.
She does love horses. So
I digressed so low.
That was so. How did we even get here?
We went from Matthew chapter 5 all the way to horse people in just a matter of seconds.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I would say this: sexual fantasies. I think you gave the biblical example there that it's a no-go. The other thing the other kind of fantasy that I would say is unwise. That I think girls for sure struggle with this. I can speak from a female perspective, but the occasional guy I talk to has a train of thought like this, is fantasizing about a relationship way further down the line than where your current relationship is.
Yeah.
And so if you're creating a world in your head around a relationship, like, oh, we're going to get married and this is what it's going to look like and X, Y, and Z, and you're like, you've gone on a coffee date, you're setting yourself up for failure in your thought life.
Right. And I wouldn't say that's sinful more than it's just unwise.
Right.
I mean, you are literally playing games with your heart.
Totally.
It's like you are, I hate to use such a strong word. It's like you're prostituting your imagination to make your heart feel a certain way for a moment, where it is very likely that it'll crash and burn, mere moments later.
Yeah, I think that's well said.